Gossip at the Corpse Cart contains graphic and explicit content that may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome back to Gossip at the Corpse Cart.
They made love. They made gossip at the Corpse Cart.
They gossiped at the corpse car.
There was something about
Think
that.
about that.
Anyway, where we talk about there's something about Pam.
Oh, I
Keith
wish.
Morrison boys.
6 years late.
Never too late. Anyway, Gossip at the Corpse Cart. We talk about some current events, some current things to be ashamed of,
Oh, God.
and some
Always.
great obituaries. I'm Lucy.
Oh, I'm Kenyan.
I'm Amanda.
Gosh.
Amanda.
The thing about Amanda.
You would be Pam.
Oh, my God. 100%. My big gulp?
Your big gulp.
Never without my big gulp. Not without my big gulp.
Your husband being saved by an Arby's receipt.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Well, let's just kick it off with some crazy headlines from
Because
Amanda.
I have a theme.
Is it animals?
Is it poop?
It's usually animals.
There are animals, but almost everything we're talking about today is from Minnesota.
What?
The majority of my headlines. I know.
Plan that?
No.
Oh.
I didn't plan it. This first one is the most. I can't. There's a line in here that's going to make you fucking lose your shit. This was sent to me by my friend Anna. Thank you so much for sending this my way because it's just so amazing. Okay, the headline in and of itself is not the gold here. It's the body of the text. It's the interviews. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Celebration rings. Minnesotan reunited with jewelry 13 years after flushing it.
Flushing it?
On purpose?
No.
I don't care what that jewelry is. If it's been sitting in sewage water for 13 years.
I flushed my retainer one time after I barfed it out.
I just added a photo of her triumphantly holding the ring up in front of everyone at like a press conference.
Triumphantly.
Wow. Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta navigate over to the right folder.
Yeah.
I've only had 1 cup of coffee today. I'm not
girl.
ready.
I feel you.
Oh, she looks like a sweet English teacher.
She's basically that. So Mary Strand hadn't thought much about her diamond ring after she accidentally flushed it down the toilet.
Hadn't thought much.
It's a nice ring, too.
13
Yeah.
years. I mean,
Yeah.
she probably thought a lot about it for a few months.
She had let it go.
I think about lost things quite a lot.
I
personally.
don't, because I have ADHD, and once they're out of sight, they don't exist.
Which is why
I
it's so
can't
easy
think
for me
about
to
them.
give like clothes and stuff away because as soon as it's out of my house, I never
I
think
can't
about
grieve
again.
it.
That is
Yeah.
not me. That is not me.
Well, now, 13 years later, she and the ring are reunited. I couldn't believe it. It was very exciting. I'm just glad to have it back, Strand told reporters at a press conference today. Yeah. Over a decade ago, the ring, which was a gift from Mary's husband David for their 33rd wedding anniversary, was flushed away. Since the Strands own a drain cleaning business, they attempted to rescue Mary's jewelry the same day she lost it. Quote, they put the camera down the line and they couldn't see anything, Mary said. After checking over 200 feet of pipe, the ring was nowhere to be found.
Oh, no.
They laid
You
some
guys,
pipe
it's
for
coming.
that diamond.
It's coming. Last March, the ring was found at the wastewater treatment plant in Rogers, Minnesota, less than 1,000 feet from the Strand's house. They live 1,000 feet from the wastewater treatment plant in Rogers.
It's good
It
if you're in
worked
the
out.
drain cleaning business.
It sure
Yeah.
they love drain cleaning so much. They live here now. They first learned of the ring's discovery from their daughter, who had read it in the news. Get ready. We were at a meat raffle, Mary recalls.
No. What are the dang chances?
And my daughter called me and said, Mom, you're never going to believe.
I think for Amanda's funeral, we should
Oh, meat
have
raffle
a meat
theme?
raffle theme.
1,000% agree.
Funeral.
1,000%. After two jewelers assessed that it was a likely match to the one Mary lost over a decade ago, she was able to reunite with the ring. While its journey to the wastewater treatment plant is uncertain, maintenance manager John Tierney is glad this is the outcome. This is the best of my expectations, Tierney said. People who genuinely had a love for each other and accidentally lost that ring and then it was found and delivered, that was the ideal story.
Oh, what a love story. Pulled that ring right out of the shitter.
Yeah, okay.
Washed it off.
This is
Rinsed it off. Gave it a good rinse.
No.
Good rinse.
You're not far off. This is totally Mary's brand. It isn't the first time Mary Strand has lost a ring, though.
Oh, Mary.
One time my mom gave me a gold band. I used to smoke and I was driving down 35W and I threw the cigarette out the window and there went the ring.
This is the most Minnesotan thing that ever was.
I know. I can't believe it's real.
It's peak Minnesota.
So
35W.
35W, I threw a cigarette out the window and there went the ring.
Back when I smoked.
Back when I smoked.
Oh, the good old days, Mary.
Good old days. She loved to smoke on a good thresher ride. Must have been smoking and driving.
Smoking and driving.
This is scratching an itch I didn't even know I had.
It's
Yeah,
so
babe.
fucking beautiful. Her husband David pointed out that losing things is a recurrent theme in their household.
No shit.
Quote, before we came here, she was looking for her glasses, David chuckled.
David putting her on blast.
Oh, yeah, David's having a laugh. It seemed
That's jokes.
That's jokes. It seemed that Mary takes it all in stride. Quote, my whole life is a comedy show, Mary said with a smile.
I swear, sometimes I think their camera's following me.
Mary plans to have the diamonds refitted and the ring resized.
No, it's just, at the end of the day, it's just a rock.
Right.
And you don't have to keep it. It's been sitting in sewage.
Well, yeah,
for
but
over
she got
a
a great
decade.
she got a great deal on it. So that's not the Minnesota way, you know.
How did it get down the toilet in the
Pawn
first
it.
Oh,
place?
I don't know, and
Pawn
I
shop doesn't need to know the history, the backstory. Sell it. Get yourself a clean one.
I'd keep it.
I'd absolutely keep it. I
I'd keep
wholeheartedly disagree with Kenyon's outlook on this.
Wow.
My whole life is a comedy show.
She couldn't find her glasses before we came here.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good. I'm so obsessed with it.
Meat raffle.
I was at a meat raffle.
Did you audibly gasp when you
Yes.
read that part?
Yes. I opened it this morning. I was just laying in bed, like finalizing my headlines.
Starting
and,
your headlines.
mostly starting my headlines. And I was so shook that I woke up Bill.
Yeah, babe.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't intentionally wake him up. My reactions woke him up. Oh my God. Okay, so this next headline also out of Minnesota, and because it's hot girl summer, we're combining two worlds. Video shows pigs on the loose after semi crashes at I-694 and 35E.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Out of St. Paul, Minnesota. A number of Twin Cities drivers had their morning commute delayed due to pigs on the freeway. Oh my God, the pigs are so cute. Hold on, let me take a screenshot. Oh my
Pigs
God.
are so cute. I really need to stop eating pork. They're so cute and sweet.
No, the cuter the animal, the
You
better
have
it
to work
tastes.
on your octopus thing before you
Okay.
go with pork.
Well, octopus are really delicious, though.
They're really smart. Hold on, I'm waiting
They're
for.
really smart.
Oh my God, they're just scurrying across the highway.
Oh, those are some big hogs.
Oh yeah,
I can
big
eat
boys,
that.
little pinkies.
Can't
God bless
eat
them. I can eat that.
Oh, they're filthy.
They're happy. They're happier than pigs
Oh,
and shit. They're
no,
happier
they're
than pigs in a ring box.
That's probably like road rash. They're not that happy.
No, they're fine. Look at their little butts. Hold on, I have a butt photo coming at you. It's so cute. Their little butts. Ah! Oh, I'm verklempt. I can't. The little pig butts.
Big pig butts drive
They're
me nuts.
so cute. Truck nuts and pig
my
butts.
Oh, they're so pink.
They're so pink, those little
Their
butts.
butt cheeks.
They
I'm
have
so
fully
hungry.
formed butt cheeks.
I am so
They have little human
so
butt
sweet.
cheeks.
They really do.
love them.
No wonder they use pigs in place
Yeah.
of human bodies for
Oh.
testing.
God bless them. Around 8 a.m., a semi-haul and a trailer full of pigs overturned in Little Canada, stopping eastbound traffic on Interstate 694. Some of the pigs died.
Yeah, no
Wow.
shit. That's not dirt.
Well, some of it's dirt. And
not
those
all
that
dirt.
did survive made their way onto the interstate. Luckily, no people were hurt in the crash. The common reaction from drivers who were heading eastbound on I-694 Friday morning after often matched that of Ethan Knox. Oh, wow, really? I don't know who Ethan Knox is. This must be a Minnesota reference that I just don't get.
I don't get it.
I don't fucking get it. Don't
at
email us. I don't fucking get it. Many knew that there was a crash near 35E, but they didn't know why. Asked if he'd ever been delayed because of livestock on the loose. Oh, okay. Knox is someone they interviewed. This is just poorly written. Knox said, no, it's kind of a shack. No, never. First time. I've lived here for 27 years, said another driver.
Minnesotans absolutely love to mention how long they've lived in a
there.
particular area.
Oh, yeah. It's like the one thing we have in common with people who live in New York City.
Yep.
Love to tell you how long we've lived there. The Minnesota State Patrol said the semi-trailer full of 50 pigs was the only vehicle involved in the rollover. Unfortunately, 10 of the pigs were tragically lost, but those that didn't had time to roam a small part of I-694. The Minnesota Department of Transportation's traffic cameras captured some of the chaos that I then screenshotted and screamed and uploaded to the drive, which will be on the blog. That's not good, Uber driver Horatius Thomas said.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Thomas had to take a detour to get around the accident. Due to backed up traffic, he had to tell someone he was picking up that he was going to be late. Wow.
Oh.
Tragedy. Yes, I had to do that, and I had to get off because I was just burning gas and being in traffic. Very frustrating. The scene was cleared by lunchtime, and the State Patrol is investigating what caused the rollover. Oh, R.I.P. to the 10 brave pigglers that just didn't quite make it.
Oh.
I know, poor things.
Well, they were all on their way to not make it anyway.
I mean, yeah, it's really more our loss as the consumer.
God.
Lost out on that good fat back.
Oh, my.
Well, it would have been a little tough after their ordeal. All the vegetarians and vegans right now are like appalled at our callousness. Just we're also appalled at
This
our own
was
callousness.
the final straw.
Yeah, you made it this far. Okay, this next one, Kenyon sent me, but a lot of other people also sent me. And it's sus, and I can't wait for you to assess the photo. Mm-hmm. China Zoo denies allegations that star attraction is just a man in a sun bear costume.
I've seen it.
The wrinkly butt.
It's a bear. Sun bears look so fucking weird.
I don't know.
But it also super looks like a man in an outfit.
That looks loose.
Yeah, but they are normally not standing on their back legs.
But which is also sus.
Well,
it's barely a believable sight. In a video that has gone viral, a black-colored bear at a zoo in China can be seen standing on its two hind legs on the precipice of a rock feature and
so
interacting with tourists by waving its paws. It's a human. I'm sorry. Full stop. Done.
not.
It is. Man, bear, pig. He's real.
It's a pig in an outfit.
However, there's apparently more than meets the eye at the sun bear exhibit at the Hangzhou Zoo, which is reportedly a popular tourist attraction. The netizen who posted the video is convinced that the talented bear is actually a human in a costume. I agree. The zoo on Saturday denied the charge.
The charge? I don't think that's a charge.
I think it is because Chinese zoos have done this shit before.
Oh, God. Adding that the temperature on the day the video was taken was 40 degrees Celsius and a person wearing a suit would not be able to tolerate the heat. Okay. Or you just whisked them away before they passed out.
Oh, my God.
Despite this, some people continue to believe that the black bear was a human in a costume. They pointed to the bear's human-like movements while standing and waving, and also what appeared to be pants-like folds around its rear when standing. The folds,
Belt loops.
The folds are shocking. They're fucking shocking. Like, this looks like Bill with no butt, pants too big.
Yeah, it does. It looks a lot like Bill, actually.
Like,
I'm glad that you said it.
Yeah,
and I didn't have to.
I've been holding that in for
Why do you think I've been so quiet?
Exactly. This is like exactly Bill's body type.
Yeah.
Is this moon bear, or whatever the fuck
interacting
it's
with
called.
guests by waving.
Waving, silently waving. Unbelievable. Commenters on the article were equally doubtful. Its posture is more upright than humans, said one.
Yeah.
The posture is very good, very straight back. Another claimed bear's forelimbs cannot be spread out to the sides. This is undoubtedly a human being. We're getting scientific up in here.
I love when
From
people on the
netizens.
internet, just get really knowledgeable
Invested.
about niche shit all of a sudden.
About
Yup.
bears' stances.
Yeah. One user commented on a video of the attraction that the bear, quote, looks like it's wearing a leather jacket. Which is true.
It kind of
Looks
is.
like the Fonz.
This is not the first time a zoo in
Pack of
China
cigarettes on
the
its sleeve.
Fonz rolled into its sleeve, rolled into its fur. China has grabbed the headlines for eyebrow-raising exhibits, as Lucy said. In 2019, Yancheng Wild Animal World, a city in eastern China's Jiangsu province, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this well, but I'm trying my best, sparked controversy after asking its workers to dress as gorillas. The bizarre sight of two zookeepers jumping around the gorilla enclosure in full-body costumes was spotted by a parent. The zoo defended itself, saying that the human gorillas were a special program designed to entertain tourists on April Fool's Day.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
'Cause
sure,
all of
guys.
China celebrates April Fool's Day.
Right. Big deal in China.
Yeah.
Huge deal.
Huge deal.
In 2013, CNN reported that a zoo in Luau, Henan, tried to pass off a large hairy dog as a lion. That's incredible. Josie could totally do it.
She could pass as a lion cub.
She's
for
got
sure.
the coloring. If
Yeah.
you added a mane to her, I
I
would
don't
never
think
know the
anyone
difference.
would question it.
Seriously.
honestly.
Amazing. A visitor told Beijing Youth Daily that when she and her son approached the cage marked African lion, they were greeted not by a mighty roar, but a bark. The furry beast turned out to be a Tibetan Mastiff. Holy shit, that's so good. Other animals in the park were similarly mislabeled, with another dog in the wolf cage and a white fox on display in the leopard enclosure. You guys, get it together. Oh my God. This is too fucking funny. I cannot. All right. So that's hilarious. I'm obsessed. That bear is definitely a person in a costume. I have one more thing to read you that is not a news article, but it is absolutely unhinged. And my friend Shelby sent this to me on Instagram, and it's such a wild ride that I had to read it to you. So this is from user Sixth Form Poet. I don't know. Your usernames are wild. Okay. He says, my dad died. Classic start to a funny story.
This person is very fitting for our podcast.
Yep. Dead Dad Club.
Dead Dad Club. He was buried in a small village in Sussex. So this is in the UK. I was really close to my dad, so I visited his grave a lot. I still do. Don't worry, it gets funnier. I always took flowers, and my mom visited a lot, and she always took flowers. And my grandparents, when they were still alive and they visited, they always took flowers. My dad's grave frequently resembled a solid third place at the Chelsea Flower Show. Nice, but I felt bad for the guy buried next to my dad. He never had flowers. He died on Christmas Day, aged 37. No one left him flowers, and now there's a pop-up florist in the grave next door. So I started buying him flowers. I started buying flowers for a deceased man I'd never met. I did this for quite some time, but I never mentioned it to anyone. It was a little private joke with myself. I was making the world a better place, one bunch of flowers at a time. I know it sounds weird, but I came to think of him as a friend. I wondered if there was a hidden connection between us, something secretly drawing me to him. Maybe we went to the same school, played for the same football club, or whatever. So I Googled his name, and 10 seconds later, I found him. His wife didn't leave him flowers because he'd murdered her on Christmas Day. On Christmas. After he murdered his wife, he murdered her parents too.
Oh my God.
And after that, he jumped in front of the only train going through Balcombe Tunnel at that Christmas night. So he died by
So
suicide.
he could, by suicide, and could have put a lot more people at risk, too.
Yep.
Buried him.
That was why no one ever left him flowers. No
Yeah.
one except me, of course. I left him flowers.
Somebody probably thought it was a sick joke.
I left him flowers every couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks for 2.5 years.
No.
You guys, it gets crazier. There's more. I felt terrible for his wife and her parents. Now, I wasn't going to leave them flowers every couple of weeks for 2.5 years, but I did feel like I owed them some sort of apology. I found out where they were buried, bought flowers, and drove to the cemetery. As I was standing at their graves, mumbling apologies, a woman appeared behind me.
Oh my God.
She wanted to know who I was and why I was leaving flowers for her aunt and grandparents. Awkward!
Oh my God.
Surviving family member. I explained, and she said, okay, that's weird, but quite sweet. I said, thanks. Yes, it is a bit weird. And oh God, I asked her out for a drink. Incredibly, she said yes. 2 years later, she said yes again when I asked her to marry me because that's how I met my wife.
Oh,
It was meant to be.
Oh.
It was meant to be, you guys.
Oh, talk about a meet cute. Can you believe that this kind of shit is what makes me feel like we don't have free will? Like, what are the fucking
We
chances?
I don't
Everything
think we
is
do.
an algorithm, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up. Anyway, those are my headlines this month. I just had to read that story. It's so unfucking believable.
I love it.
Wow.
I'm obsessed.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I met. Well, my dad died.
Oh, I never had the patience for that premise.
Can you believe?
So
No,
annoying.
No, I can't. That show is so fucking stupid.
Oh, the show. Yeah, no.
Can't. Cannot. Boo. Next.
Boo, next.
Holy shit.
Anyway, if
It was
you have
meant to be.
meant to fucking, I can't believe it. If it turns
are
out
the
not to be
chances?
real, I'm going to fucking burn this whole goddamn place down. I'm fucking done. I can't survive that.
Yeah.
I need.
Need that to be real.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Anyway, those are my headlines. And if you have submissions, you can head to our website, wineandcrimepodcast.com, and under contact us, there's a drop down menu for funny headlines. Pop them there. Send them on.
Pop
And
'em
thank
there.
you so much.
Pop them there.
Pop them there.
Flush
I
them
was at a
down.
meat raffle. Flush them down that tube, and I'll find it in 13 years. God bless.
Oh, give it a good rinse. All right, let's give our brains a good rinse with a sponsor break and then
Let's do it.
get to the Coven Confessions.
Yes.
Well, it is still Hog Girl summer. And one summer getaway that I am looking forward to, I'm actually packing for it right now, is Amanda's wedding.
Woo!
In 2 days as we record this. So excited. But the flip side is that I know I'm a little bit stressed out just planning and packing to be a guest at your wedding. I imagine you're pretty stressed out as the bride.
Yep.
Well, there's one thing that can help you de-stress or just, keep your sleep schedule on track this summer. And it's CBD from Next Evo.
Y'all, I have the first thing I packed was my Next Evo, my sleep gummies, and my stress gummies. And I gave some sleep gummies to my future mother-in-law because we're both a little concerned that we will be anxious like the night before.
Yeah, you don't want
The
those
wedding?
puffy eyes.
Yeah, and not be able to get to sleep. And I was like, girl, I got you. This is my, not so secret weapon because we tell everyone I'm like a Next Evo proselytizer. But I'm so excited to have this in my pocket to help me out. I'm pumped. And what I love the most about Next Evo CBD products is that a recent lab study found that most of the top CBD brands contain as little as 60% of what their labels claim they contain. So you're just not getting what you pay for. You're flushing money down the toilet. But
It's
Next
like one of
Evo,
those bags of chips that's
Yes,
like 40%
all
air.
air.
You don't want
oh, it's
that.
so frustrating. No. But Next Evo tests their products multiple times to ensure that you get 100% of what's on the label. They do their research as demonstrated by 4 clinical trials. No other CBD brand comes close. And truly, this is one of the only products that I reach for to help me with my sleep. It's like unbelievable. And it helps me fall asleep faster and also stay asleep throughout the night. I'm obsessed with it. I love it every single night of my life. And Next Evo just has you covered for better sleep and wellness this summer and beyond because those CBD stress complex gummies, I like to take those during the day, and they are clinically proven to reduce stress up to 70% with no prescription needed. And then, like I keep saying, that triple action CBD sleep, it calms your mind. Hi, I have ADHD. I need a little bit of mind calming toward the end of the day with that fast absorbing CBD and then both fast acting and controlled release melatonin to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed.
So leave summer stress behind and upgrade your CBD. Go to nextevo.com/gals, GALS, to get 25% off plus a free bottle of premium pure CBD, a $50 value, limit 1 use per customer. That's nextevo.com/gals and treat your summer.
Treat it.
All right, some Coven confessions. I have no idea if there's a theme. I pulled these months ago.
Love it.
So we'll just see what we've got. No clue. All right.
Obsessed.
Quote, hello, I'd like to tell you about the time I almost burned down my office building because I was too distracted by listening to your podcast.
Oh.
Sorry.
I hope you guys are having a fantastic day because my day, I'm not really, my back went out, but it's fine because my day has been nothing but a shit show.
It was rhetorical.
Let me tell you some other shit about my day. My AC's out, my back is out. Okay. So to explain what happened, I have to say that I listen to your podcast literally every single day that I'm at work. And it's honestly the only reason I haven't lost my mind in that tiny little cubicle around no one because fucking COVID. So thank you. Anyways, getting to the almost burning down my office building. I work at a mortgage firm, one that shall not be named, and right now they're flip-flopping between being very, very busy and then having nothing to do.
Okay.
Day to day. Okay. This particular day, it started out incredibly busy with hours of phone calls to lawyers and emails back and forth to morons who don't know how to do their jobs. So finally, when I was able to take my break at around 3 p.m., I was tired, hungry, and needed a break, so I plugged in my headphones and put on your podcast to wind down. Now, while I was listening to your podcast, I was planning on having ramen noodles for lunch.
Good call.
It's one of those things where you put the water in the packet and the spices. Yeah, we know what ramen noodles is. Because I was so tired, I mindlessly didn't do any of that.
And read all the instructions they left.
Should I read it?
Ramen? Yes.
I was planning on having ramen noodles for lunch.
Exotic fare.
That is one of those ones where you put water in and the packet things of spices and add them together in this plastic bowl. End quote. Because I was so tired, I mindlessly didn't do any of that. Instead, just placed the dry noodles in the damn microwave with a metal fucking spoon.
Honey. No.
Put the microwave on high for
This chick
4
started
minutes
the fire.
Babe.
and walked
Babe,
away
no.
to a far table in the break room.
Oh, no.
That is arson.
Yeah.
That is what that is.
That sounds soup's intentional.
Before I knew it, there was
Holy shit.
smoke covering the whole floor and the microwave was on fire.
Yeah.
I ran to it and poured the remainder of my iced coffee that I had,
My
parentheses, basic
flammable iced
bitch,
coffee.
which put it out mostly, but not completely. So again, I ran to the sink and continuously kept putting water on the fire, like from the sink, like I'm imagining like with their hands. And just when I thought it was completely extinguished, the fire alarm went off.
Oh my God.
I panicked and grabbed my burnt, melted plastic noodles, threw it in a trash bag, and cartoonishly ran down 6 flights of stairs, where I proceeded to try to hide the smoking trash bag that was in my hand as people were leaving the building.
Oh my
Sounds like when my dorm caught on fire.
Ryan started the fire.
I eventually got down to the main lobby and snuck past the guard who was telling people where to go and ran down to the basement and threw the still smoking trash bag in the dumpster. They almost started a dumpster fire in addition to the microwave fire. No. There's been another attack.
There's been a fire.
I quickly ran back up the main lobby and walked out with my coworkers, pretending to be confused and worried with everyone else, as if I wasn't the one who caused the whole mess in the first place. 7 fire trucks came barreling down the street, full geared up firefighters in tow, and run straight up the stairs with masks and everything. 3 exclamation points. Yeah, honey, there was a fucking fire.
Yeah.
4 days go by after that shit show, and I thought I put all of this behind me and got away with nobody knowing it was me who almost burned the whole damn building down. That is until I got a call from HR telling me to come to their office because they needed to discuss an incident that happened.
Oh, no.
Scared for my job, I had tears in my eyes and was shaking all over. I made my way down to HR. As I got closer to the office, I could hear hysterical laughter.
They're trolling her. She thinks she's going to get fired, and they're just straight up trolling her.
And when I went in, I could see all of HR huddling in a circle by a computer watching the whole thing on CCTV footage. I had forgotten that there were cameras all over the building.
This is the episode of The Office where Michael falls in the koi pond.
Totally. Anyways, I didn't lose my job, and instead I was told by one of the HR people that I made their whole year.
And now we're married.
And they'd never seen something so funny before. I hope this made your day, as you guys have always made mine.
Sure did.
Oh my, I'm fucking crying. The image of
HR huddling and laughing.
in a circle, laughing at the CCTV.
And iced coffee.
And I could so imagine that feeling of like, oh, I'm gonna get fired, and being so afraid as you walk toward HR and hear the fucking cackling. Oh my god, that is so good.
Okay,
I love that.
next one. Quote. This one starts at an 11. My ex-boyfriend liked to ask to put everything in sight up my vagina as a joke. Although I'm pretty sure this was a kink of his.
Yeah.
We would be drinking wine and he'd suddenly say, "Let's put this bottle up your box."
Oh my God. That'd get real old real quick.
That'd get real infected real quick.
I could see this being a running joke, not doing it, but like saying it over and over again and having that be funny.
Sure.
But if you actually earnestly want to do that all the time, then that is a kink, and that's fine as long as your partner's into it.
Oh god.
Yeah, as long as you fucking chill if they're super not into it.
Right. Or he'd be working on a project and say, "Let's put this hammer up your box."
Oh
no.
my God, box.
I would always respond no to these requests and laugh, but one night I was in a mood. He grabbed a bike headlight. "Let's put this light in your box." Okay, I replied.
Oh my God.
He was shocked. "Are you serious?" he asked. "Sure,
Yeah,
why
she's
not?"
about to be shocked too, I think.
He excitedly ran off to clean the light really well and came back to bed. Very fortunately, I have the wonderful talent to lube up naturally pretty quickly, so it didn't take long for me to become ready.
Must be nice.
He proceeded to put the light in my vagina and turned it on. The brightest light beamed from my vagina. I was laughing so hard. I felt like a goddess. This queen didn't care about him anymore. I could shut my legs, darkness. Open my legs, and angels sang hallelujah. I loved my new superpower.
Superpower.
We took it out after a bit and never did it again. I think I was more entertained than he was. He never asked to put anything else in my box again. But I will always remember the night I starred in my own Lady Gaga music video.
I'm speechless.
You're going to do this.
I felt like a goddess. I want to put a flashlight in there now.
Yeah.
Open, let there be light.
Close my legs, darkness.
Darkness.
Open. Close my legs, Oppenheimer. Open, Barbie.
Holy shit.
Okay. Next one. Definitely not a theme yet.
Nope.
Oh, boxes, actually. Things going in boxes that shouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay. Hey, gals. I would love to tell you the story of the weirdest, grossest, and absolutely most warranted thing I've ever done. And it contains 3 of your favorite topics: trash men, breast milk, and comeuppance.
Oh, Amanda's favorite, breast milk
I hate breast milk, but I love comeuppance.
and garbage men.
Some background. I work evenings as a receptionist and don't get off work until midnight, and then I take public transit home. I also have a son who I'm still nursing, so I pump several times throughout the night and bring the milk home with me. That is a full-time job in and of itself. You go. Well, one night I'm on my way home on the train. I got my headphones in, my resting bitch face on. I am ready for any creep I might encounter at 12:30 a.m. Eventually, a man gets on the nearly empty train and sits in the seat directly across the aisle to my left, of course. He could literally pick any other seat, but no, this turd has chosen to sit as close to me as he can. Fuck. I focus on my phone, but out of the corner of my eye, I see some kind of repetitive movement in his lap.
No.
I know what is happening, but I just have a couple more stops, so I keep staring at my phone. Sure enough, when I get up to leave, this asshole is lounged out with his pecker in the breeze, just tugging the slug and smirking.
Oh, no.
Disgusting.
I walk home feeling shaken and upset. Also, for listeners, like, this is, we've been in your shoes. This happens all the time. It fucking sucks. Fucking
It
rape
shouldn't.
culture. Fucking patriarchy bullshit.
Yup.
The next night, I'm on the train, and again, the same blowhole gets on and sits in the same spot next to me.
Ew.
As soon as he sits down, I get up and sit at the other end of the train, but when I leave, I see him staring at me, beating his meat on the goddamn green line. What the hell do I do? This is scary that this person, like, he was like, this is great. I can just...
It worked the first time. Why stop?
Right. I don't want to deal with useless cops in the middle of the night. I just want to get home and go to sleep. I can't afford to Uber home every night just because this asshat can't keep it in his pants. I get home and realize I have left my breast milk at work as well, so I go to bed pissed. That sucks when you're like, oh shit, all this wasted breast milk. I spend the next day dreading the ride home. Before I leave, I pour my 2 days worth of milk into my empty water bottles so that I don't have to deal with a ton of little baggies. This time, I sit in the other train car and am relieved when we pull up to his station and he gets on the car I had been on before. However, when we arrive at the next station, he gets off, hustles down the platform, finds my car, and gets in.
What?
Yeah, this is like the guy that we dealt with, Amanda and I dealt with in New York.
This is reading like that night.
Yeah. He looks around, finds the row next to mine, and gets down to business. I sit there for the next 2 stops feeling powerless and scared and so fucking angry. I stand up to get off the train, and then I reach into my bag for the only weapon I have at my disposal. 29 ounces of ice-cold liquid gold, and I dump it all over this douche canoe's lap.
Nice.
My God.
He makes a noise like a goat in heat and jumps up, but slips on the wet ground with his soggy dick flapping in the wind and lands on his ass. I hop off as the doors close and wave goodbye as the milk-soaked chariot rides off into the cool April night. I know it's probably assault to attack someone with your own bodily fluids, and I feel bad for whichever transit employee
he
had
was
to clean it up.
assaulting you for days
with his bodily fluids.
Yeah.
But I have no regrets. I hope he still remembers the sweet, sweet smell of my revenge next time he thinks about pulling his hairy trouser monkey out in public.
That's disgusting.
My God, never meet a man.
No.
Hot coffee, I think, would also work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Also, like, that is assault and also escalating behavior. And also that person needs to be in jail because clearly they're a threat to the fucking public. Like, you can't, I don't think you can rehabilitate that.
No. This is like a compulsion thing.
Yeah.
It goes beyond.
It escalates.
If unchecked, it definitely escalates. I would hope that there's some way to rehabilitate that behavior, but
it would be an intensive form of therapy, probably.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is, like medication too, like why they're doing that.
Yeah. Maybe it's a brain. Best case scenario, it's a brain tumor. You get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
You hope it's a fucking brain tumor. God.
Okay, next one. A shorty but a goodie.
Oh, love.
This is a prime example of, quote, I misunderstood the assignment. In college, when I was 18, I worked at Abercrombie part-time. Okay, humble brag. Basically, when you were in college, you were hot. Okay. One of my coworkers was getting married, and while we weren't super close, she invited me to her lingerie bridal party. Oh, God.
The way I would hate that.
Oh, that's what we should have done to
We
you.
almost did that for
I would have
you.
been so fucking mad. I would have hated that so much.
Fashion show. Fashion show.
Holy shit.
I was excited because I was still new to the area and didn't have a lot of friends outside school. I've never been to a lingerie party nor anything bridal, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. It was winter, and I showed up at her home, and to my shock,
Oh, no.
no one was wearing lingerie.
Wearing? Oh, babe. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I walk in, all strangers except for the bride, my coworker. And everyone is looking at me funny. The bride-to-be goes, take off your coat. But I didn't want to admit that I had nothing but lingerie on under my coat.
Oh, no. No. This has gone so badly.
I just sheepishly told them I was cold and preferred to wear my coat all night. The bride started to open up her presents, and lo and behold, everyone had gifted her a piece of lingerie. I, of course, showed up with no present.
Oh, my God.
And
Did you not get the email? Oh, I got the email.
I'm crying. I eventually told the party how
Strapped
stupid
to
I
your
was
coat.
after
Oh,
enough
no.
wine, of course, and people thought I was insane.
Okay, this super
No,
reminds
this
me.
coat is the outfit, you guys. You don't get it. It's high fashion.
I did something super similar.
No, you did not. What did you do?
My friend, I think I've told this before. My friend was having her bridal shower, her bachelorette bridal shower thing, and it was with a bunch of bitches from college that I did not hang out with.
Oh,
They were
no.
all like elementary school teachers and nurses, and like 4 of them couldn't drink because they were on call, and like
Oh, gross. How dare you be an elementary school teacher or a nurse?
Ew. No,
at a
Gross.
bachelorette party. Anyway,
Quit your
wasn't-
job
it
before a
wasn't-
bachelorette party.
It wasn't Lucy's vibe.
it was not my vibe. And so apparently there was just an unspoken consensus that all the gifts were lingerie and like cute nighties and shit. So she's opening her gifts, and everyone like they would pass around whatever she got.
This is a
No,
nightmare.
so everyone can touch your underwear before you wear it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was like kind of
Did
cute.
COVID teach us nothing?
It was fairly conservative, like negligees and shit.
Ugh.
I got her a rhinestone-studded ball gag. Which I thought was straight up her alley. And then when it came time to pass it around, everyone was like, "No, I'm good." They wouldn't pass my gift around. I knew her as a fun bitch, not this person who hung out with teachers.
I'm joking.
I left early.
I I can't even open my eyes. I'm laughing so hard.
Holy fucking shit.
Why?
I
Did
knew
you do that?
Like a rhinestone ball gag.
I thought it was a fun party, and it was not really. And then we got a party bus and went to all these cowboy bars in suburban Omaha.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh,
Oh my fucking God.
Did you stay friends?
kinda. I text her on her birthday.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Uh,
All right.
Wow.
Well, you are insane. You and this person are insane.
I didn't realize how fucking conservative this party was
I
gonna
don't think
be.
I would buy anyone a maybe Scott. I would buy Scott a rhinestone ball gag, but
1,000%.
he probably already has one, but it's probably worn out. He needs a new one. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna finish it up. This person says, I left shortly after that and never spoke to the bride again except for small talk at work.
Basically, I feel you. I fucking feel you.
11 years later, this story makes a great icebreaker, and sadly, while I didn't get any photos of the most embarrassing moment of my life, my friends make sure to tell me the dress code of any party I'm invited to.
Wear a shirt.
No shoes, no pants, no service.
That's one of the best stories.
Oh my God.
The confessions have been so fucking bomb today. I'm losing it. My eyes are burning because I fell asleep in my mascara and now I'm just laughing.
You're crying out of
all
your eyeballs.
fucking morning.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't.
Okay, well, this next one is like a bit of a downer, but I'm still gonna read it.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay. I guess balance is important.
My title that I gave it is My Mom Died, Sort of.
That's how I met your mother.
Sort of.
My mom died, sort of. What does it mean?
Okay, so the worst thing I've ever done I did when I was 4. It's kind of a downer, so feel free to skip it, but I think it's funny, so also feel free to mock my creepy child self.
Holy shit. Okay.
For context, my mother was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer when I was 2. The doctors told her she would die and that any chemo or radiation would be just to extend her life but not save it. She bravely went through treatment to give my sibling and I as much time with her as possible. My parents also did an amazing job of preparing us for the fact that she was going to die. This is where the worst thing I've ever done comes in. I was in preschool, so one day I went to class and told everyone my mother had died. I walked around the whole day acting sad and not playing. And after school, my teachers called my dad and apologized for missing the funeral. They hadn't realized that my mother had passed away. My father informed them that my mother was still very much alive. And I got sent to my room. When he asked me why on earth I would tell people she had died, I told him I, quote, wanted to know what it would be like when it happened.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh my.
How my father
God.
didn't immediately put me in acting classes as an outlet, I will never understand. But I did go on to be a theater teacher, so consider this my first experiment with acting. Cheers!
Oh my God. Method acting.
No. Method.
Isn't that just, I'm sure the daycare people were like, they just sent this kid here and didn't tell us that their mother died?
God.
Acting sad and not playing all day, really committing to it.
I can't.
Oh, 4-year-olds
I killed my mom, kind of.
4-year-olds are the funniest, man. They just have this whole inner world happening, and it's hysterical. Oh my God.
It's their world. You are just living in it.
All right, so those are the headlines. Or the
Amazing.
confessions.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wild ride.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. I read emails.
I read email.
Thank you.
Let's take a quick break to bounce back from those emails.
And then we'll get to Coroner Corner.
Great.
I love it.
Okay. Are we ready for Coroner Corner?
Mm-hmm.
This first one was sent in by Christine, and this is from the New York Post. The headline reads, I had 4 pounds of my skin removed and turned it into human leather.
Nope. No. Did
I send you this?
I don't think so. Christine did. Maybe you did.
I may have also sent you this. I
Okay.
sent you something about skin. Whatever.
I'm sure. I'm really sure. Was it about a sun bear's butt skin?
Maybe.
A UK woman redefined body art after revealing that she turned the 4 pounds of skin from her weight loss surgery into human leather. Quote, to others, this idea is bonkers and sounds really weird, but it came natural to me. Artist Katie Taylor, age 52, told Southwest News Service of her macabre memento. The unusual self-preservation method was set in motion way back in 2004 after the mother of 2 was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes following the birth of her second child.
Oh, no.
In order to mitigate her symptoms, the fine arts PhD student embarked on a weight loss pilgrimage that saw her shed a whopping 84 pounds through the keto diet and weightlifting.
Wow. Okay.
After achieving her goal weight in March last year, the artist decided to get surgery to trim the loose, baggy skin from around her stomach, a common side effect of rapid pound shedding. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
No one has an issue up till now.
Well, I don't have an issue. Do you? However, instead of pitching her surplus dermis in the garbage, she decided to incorporate it into her art, redefining the term body art. While this idea sounds like something skin-obsessed serial killer Ed Gein might have dreamt up, it was par for the course for Taylor, who frequently employs forensic anthropology and, quote, bodily aspects in her work.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she's gonna keep it. She's
She
loose.
gon' keep
She
it.
gonna keep it.
Oh, yeah. She said, I use materials that challenge what can and can't be done in my art, and I definitely have a bodily aspect to my work. The idea of bodies and the circularity of human remains or decomposition is part of my PhD project, so this fed into that quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, okay. She's got a theory of the case. It's okay. I'm back on board.
Okay. So before the operation, the self-styled Picasso.
No, I'm back off board.
It's the New York Post.
I'm jumping ship.
It's the New York Post.
She's lost me.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Okay, Picasso even sent her surgeon a 2-page letter on why she wanted to save her excess skin.
She had to petition to save it.
Maybe she just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
She cited the Human Tissue Act of 2004, BRB, while I
Okay.
researched that. As well as examples of other patients keeping post-op body parts, such as extracted liposuction fat.
Yeah, she didn't want to risk the surgeon disregarding her wishes and throwing it away.
Yeah.
This is being female and dealing with the medical community. You have
Are
to
you back on? Are you back
I'm
on
back
board?
on.
Okay.
Snip, snap, snip.
The hospital agreed on the condition that she pick it up following the procedure. Fortunately, her friend was more than willing to oblige. Taylor says, quote, my amazing friend Catalina picked up the skin on her way home from work.
Oh my God.
She cycled back to my home with my skin in the front basket of her bike. She biked to work.
Wow.
From there, the Brit placed her 4.5-pound piece of her stomach in saline solution where it stayed for 9 months before she transferred it to the freezer. Quote, the freezer's not that big, so it was right next to the frozen berries.
No.
She's off.
I'm
She's
off.
off again.
I'm
Bye.
off. I've never.
Bye.
I
Off.
have whiplash.
She then struggled to figure out how to turn it into art, something that would no doubt look strange on a Google shirt. Babe, join the club. Taylor's initial attempts at extending her dermis's longevity fell flat. The flustered me-cycler instead of recycler.
No.
She's off. Initially bought a tanning kit that she eventually threw out. Then she reached out to survival experts only to be turned away.
Yeah, imagine getting that email. Well, Lucy would engage with it, but anyone else, imagine getting that email.
Can it be an episode of Spooky Little Bitch?
Do it.
You reached out to this lady. Have her on.
She eventually decided to do it herself and reached out to Teresa Emmerich Camper, a PhD in experimental archaeology, whatever the fuck that is.
That's made up.
Oh, with over 30 years experience in prehistoric skin tanning. She's on.
Anatoly Moskvin.
Yeah, the way we both were just like
From Nizhny Novgorod.
God.
Oh my
Why does that live in
God.
your brain?
Oh, I changed my whole life to tell the story of Anatoly Moskvin.
You really did. Taylor traveled to Exeter in January, whereupon she stayed at a hotel near Teresa's house for a week, whilst the two skin mavens completed their somewhat ghoulish-seeming art venture.
Skin maven.
They had a little girls' weekend.
Oh yeah, I just puked in my mouth. Oh,
Did you?
I swallowed it. Holy shit.
Quote, Teresa was absolutely amazing and so knowledgeable, gushed the cruelty-free leathersmith while describing literally tanning her own hide. We began by scraping the fat off the back and getting the membrane off. She added, then we soaked the skin in vegetable tanning solution whilst stirring and checking on it every day. So it did take like a week. Finally, the dynamic duo stretched out her fillet and lathered it with oil,
no.
literally putting the lotion on the skin before drying out the swatch in Teresa's tumble dryer.
No.
She's
No.
ruining her berries and her dryer. I'm off.
Back off. I'm off again.
There are photos on the drive, which will be on the blog, but these photos show it's titled Skin 1 and Skin 2.
I might
my
skip. I might
God.
skip these. I'm not in a good enough place
I'm doing
mentally. You tell me if I can see these or not. I don't trust Lucy's
Not that
assessment.
bad. I don't think they're that bad.
That's why I don't trust Lucy's assessment, Amanda.
I mean, it's
Borderline.
pretty bad.
There's a belly button.
The belly
Oh,
button
no.
is. I don't think you would like this.
Okay.
But it does remind me, my sister and
Yeah, that fanny
cousin
pack.
J-Mo got those hairy belly fanny packs that they love.
That's exactly what it looks like.
This
Like
is
those
a-
swimsuits.
This is a human belly fanny pack.
No, I'm good. I'm glad I asked.
Skin 1 you could handle. It's skin 2 that's just not. It's because there's a. Oh, the fat still I can't. No.
Yeah, it shows the really fresh specimen.
Okay.
Really, really glad I asked.
Holy shit.
Funny you should mention the fanny pack. As of yet, Taylor is not sure what to do with her bronzed belly flesh. Perhaps make an organic belt, a skin suit, or a fanny pack.
Nailed it.
I mean, belt bags are really trendy still.
Yeah.
Crossbody.
Although-
Crossbody belly bag.
Oh, cross belly body bag. Although she says she might exhibit the piece of herself in the near future. She's reluctant to tamper with her extracted skin as it symbolizes her weight loss journey. The stomach leather even has her C-section scar, stretch marks, and hair follicles. Quote, I thought I would do something with the skin, but I don't think I could cut into it now. I think I want it to stay in its shape because that's what shape it was when it came off of me. It's a reminder of where I came from, how I got to where I am today, and how incredible and resilient the human body is. Taylor is not quite as sentimental about the excess stomach fat, which she rendered down and sent to a tattoo ink maker. There's a picture of the jar of fat.
You don't
see the
have
jar.
to use everything.
She's an artist. Oh, so she might have the fat made into ink to get a tattoo.
That doesn't sound safe.
This isn't the first time someone has dedicated themselves to their art in this way. In 2019, Ohio morticians went viral after offering a skin-crawling way to memorialize the deceased, which I don't think is that fucking weird. Slicing swatches of tattooed skin from their corpses and turning it into artwork for their loved ones. I think that was cool.
Oh.
Amanda would have a bunch to choose from.
That's a lot we can work with.
You could raffle that off.
I really could. I really could.
Yeah.
Don't think I haven't thought about it. Because I have thought about it.
Okay, so that was
Something.
something.
Yep. Next.
That was something.
I have a girthy obituary area for us
Okay.
this month. It's a 3-parter.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
So this first part is brought to us by Kate F., who works as a grief services coordinator for a local hospice, and she says it's the best job she's ever had.
Okay.
And she also teaches workshops on how to write a good obituary.
Nice.
So here are some tips from Kate.
Okay.
So here we go. When writing your own obituary or helping a loved one write theirs, it's important to focus on a few key things. So number 1, what is the purpose of the obituary? Is it to be part of the historical record, to raise awareness for a cause? Maybe they died of like some weird rare disease.
Okay.
To inspire others to change their local communities the way the deceased did, or to thank loved ones, or to honor their memory, or any combination of the above.
Okay.
Obituaries can be so much more than just a biographical sketch. I've learned that with older generations, they find having that family tree to be vital, and they always want to include names and relationships.
That is very, very useful for genealogists down the line, I will say. If you want to be a part of the historical record, obits are really important.
The second half of the sentence reads, which can certainly help with later genealogy research. I will say,
I must say.
Since no one else is saying it,
Yep.
I will
it must
add,
be noted.
for the record.
Oh my God.
That's fucking funny.
Gather names ahead of time if possible. If you or your loved one died of a rare or maybe not so rare disease and you want the world to work harder to help people with the same affliction, tell them that. It is incredible to me the amount of civic work many older adults in my local community have done. Honestly, they're always volunteering.
Yeah.
They're always teachers or nurses. Makes me sick.
On call, not drinking. Give me a break.
Fucking loser.
Maybe if they were a little more lubed up, they would have thought the ball gag
Passed
was
around
funny.
the ball gag.
Right?
Ugh.
Could have been a
God.
necklace.
Get a life.
Get a life. Get a necklace.
Oh my God. Okay, many people will say not to make a fuss after they're dead, but newsflash, all that stuff that happens after you're dead is for the living to help with their grief process. So let people make a fucking fuss. Number 2, ask good questions. Writing an obituary can be a great conversation starter.
If people have a fucking sense of humor about it.
Right.
Get a life. Okay.
Get a life.
Grow up. I really love questions such as what's your superpower? What's something people are always surprised to learn about you? If you weren't at work, where could you be found most days? Or something as basic as when people remember you, which 3 words do you want to come to mind?
Okay, this is, you can't just recycle icebreakers and
Can't you, though?
dating profile questions for your obit.
What is an obit if not a brief interview with someone?
Oh my God.
Yes.
You may have never known that someone felt their superpower was always remembering when family members' birthdays were, Blortney, despite never writing them down.
Yeah, she's it's amazing.
Yeah, she's incredible with that.
Crazy. The superpower one does get tricky if someone says baking was their superpower when others would disagree.
Ooh, yeah.
I love this.
Awkward.
I love the surprising question because, okay, I feel targeted in this.
Oh, yeah?
Because you know that every time you said you grew up as a 6-year-old being ferried from Minnesota to Iowa with a family friend who was a truck driver.
Wait, what?
Are you joking?
That's what she wrote it for me. So it's about me.
Okay. I was like,
oh my God. I thought you had
I just got really scared.
Has this happened to more than one person?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, you have to meet this person. Okay.
So you know every time you mentioned that, people's eyes would get wide, but those trips were fun for you. I was shocked to learn that one of my volunteers at hospice was a published author several times over. And then the where could you be found most days one is more of a conversational way of asking about hobbies. So if they could always be found with a fishing rod in hand, what did they use for bait? What type of fish did they catch? Dig deeper. Yeah, it's the details. You're painting a picture.
Hobbies have such an outsized influence on obit writing. It's
so
really
true.
annoying.
And they're so boring. I don't
Like, why
care
do we have to
that
care
you
so
were a
much about your
crafter.
hobbies?
Well,
Yeah.
for some, especially for
No.
older people, it's the only thing they fucking do.
Whatever. I don't care. They're dead. I'm the one who has to be entertained by their obit. Do better.
Yeah. Yeah, the obits are
Bye.
for the living, you just said.
Yeah. Literally, you just said it.
Make it exciting.
Fucking make obits great again.
My hobbies are mahjong on my phone,
yeah. I'm putting that in your obit, though.
Unwinding. Where could you be found most days when not working? You can't find me.
I'm always working.
Goodbye.
alone. Just sitting alone.
Blissfully alone.
Soaking in the solitude.
Thinking about my next meal.
Oh, always. I am always thinking about my next meal.
I am so hungry. Ever since the
starving.
pig butts. Okay. Number 3, remember, it's your story as in the subject of the obit. An obit doesn't have to be written in third person. You can write it in the first person. It's a great place to remind the world of what and who were important to you. This means you get to include all the family members, even the pets. Please include the pets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't want that first marriage acknowledged, then don't include it.
Great advice.
You can swear in it. Mildly may be best. Yeah, right. I'm ripping so
I'm gonna
many
fucking
F-bombs.
go off.
And another thing.
And another fucking thing. Goodbye,
It must
cruel world.
be said.
It must. I'm gonna write my own obit and just use it to tear everyone the fuck apart from beyond the grave. And another thing.
Oh my God. You can share your famous meatball recipe you've always said you'd take to the grave, but if you want, you can even continue to leave just one ingredient out so they'll never taste quite as good. Love it.
Oh, that's petty. I love that.
You can write it in the way that you spoke to people. You can work to make people laugh while reading it. You also get to select the picture that will run alongside the obit. So crucial.
Yes.
Helen definitely picked her photo. Young, hot Helen.
my mom's-
Not old Helen.
Favorite photo of her on her obituary wall by the back desk.
Is it the clown lady?
Clown lady.
God damn it.
And
Yep.
it's no, that was the clown lady. And then there was another one where it's this person that just looks so solemn. It's just like the most plain
Oh my God,
picture
yes.
of a neutral faced person. And it said like so-and-so. Picture here in her favorite photo of herself.
It's got the photo looks like she's going terrible.
Yeah. It's neutral edging towards sour face.
It's so fucking funny. It's her favorite photo of herself. Holy shit.
Okay, this
That's
says,
amazing.
I have a coworker who is so perturbed by families that run high school graduation pictures with obits for octogenarians. But if that's your
That's what
preference,
Ellen
then go
did.
for it.
That's what Helen did.
I kind of get it.
It's not her high school graduation photo, but it is a photo from when she was like maybe 25, 30 years old.
Yeah, she's like, look how hot I used to be.
Exactly.
When Zach's grandma goes, she's 1,000% gonna put up a photo of her just being an absolute smoke show at like 26.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would. Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm.
I think this just means specifically like a high school that's the moment you peaked.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I am all for an older photo of like you in your prime,
Yeah.
looking hot.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't always have to be a picture of an old you like the week before you died.
Yeah, that's no
Yeah,
one
I'm
needs
not,
to see
I'm
that.
not doing that. No.
Yeah,
This
that's
ain't
how
it.
you want people to remember you. Like, no.
For all of eternity.
If someone dies like prematurely, like in their middle age, we should have like an aged photo, progressive photo.
God. I don't consent to that. And I'm probably going to die first. So.
Have you guys seen
Put that app filter over it.
Have you
No.
guys seen that TikTok or whatever of like the really like classically handsome man doing the age progression thing and being like, wow, I'm not gonna age.
Yeah,
well.
and then it's stitched to people that are just look like fucking goblins in it. And they're like, okay, fuck you,
It's
guy.
to a guy and he just goes, fuck you.
You.
I look like a witch.
Yeah.
Send it to me. I haven't seen that.
Good.
That fucking filter should be illegal.
Okay, number 4. Anyone, regardless of age, can write their own obituary. We don't recommend this as an activity for children, but I remember writing my first one at an academic summer camp, Kenyon, when I was maybe a sophomore in high school. If you're younger and have no reason to suspect an imminent death, it can be helpful to write 2. One as if you were to die tomorrow, and the other as more aspirational, as if you were to die at 100. Writing your own obit does not mean you'll die soon. You'll be amazed at how often I have to tell people that.
Yeah. Well, I could see someone thinking that it's a little risky.
Macabre.
A little dark.
All right, I'm sending the TikTok that I just told you guys about.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, lastly, number 5, do your research. Whoa, I just burped. Not
Nice.
really, because I can't burp. Do your research. Find existing obits that you enjoyed reading. To some, obviously not us, this may seem like a macabre hobby, but it's a fantastic way to learn about people and make the whole subject a bit easier to broach when talking with family. Oh my God, writing my mom's obit is going to be such a fucking blast.
Ooh, the pressure though.
Oh,
But yeah,
no.
it'll be really good.
Oh my God.
We should include a line about she loved the brand new song.
Laffy Taffy.
No, what's the one?
That fucking
It's out of my
head.
was out of
Fastball.
my fucking fastball. What fucking song is that?
It's called Out of My Head.
Oh my God. When she discovered
Have
that
you guys heard
20
this
years
new
after
song?
it's released.
It came out 22
22
years
fucking years ago.
And
Holy
she loves
shit.
it.
She loves it so much. I might need to play it at the wedding.
And it's only like 2.5 minutes long, so she'll play it like 3 times in a
50
row.
times in a
You
row.
have to play it at the wedding.
Yeah. Have the DJ play it twice in a
have
row.
to.
But first, I have to have a kitchen table pulled out to the middle of the dance floor so we can
Something
dance
to
around
crutches.
it.
I'll bring
Yeah.
crutches.
Crutches to clap.
God.
Oh my God.
Okay, having a fun one, as in a fun obit, to lead off with allows the focus to shift to a more hypothetical lens at first. At the end of the day, the best obits are the ones that leave you wishing you knew the person in life and have typically been penned by the dead person or a loved one with whom they wrote in conjunction.
Helen gave us an obit and I went, no, this
Oh.
won't do.
This won't do.
No.
She was too dead to fight me on it, so I completely wrote a new one.
You just steamrolled your dead grandma.
She gone.
I basically wrote my grandpa's obit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Overall, conversations about writing obits are a great opportunity to even mention more aspects of advanced planning, i.e. touring a graveyard to find a plot you like it matters if you like it,
Right.
or designating a healthcare proxy. Definitely important. Having a well-written obit allows for peace of mind at what people will be reading about you after your death. It's also a fantastic way for your family to honor you and let you know how much you meant to them and how they will always remember you before you're dead. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I have 2 fantastic obits to read that followed Kate's instructions.
Okay.
The first one, Eva Mondon. Eva Mondon. Eva Mondon died peacefully on July 7th, 2023, using the VSED method, which you'll figure out what that is right now. She chose to stop eating and drinking on July 1st as a way to find relief from the suffering caused by rheumatoid arthritis, finally allowing her ravaged body to take precedence over her incredible lust for life.
This woman
my
had
God.
to starve.
Starve herself?
It's a thing people
death?
do. VSED.
I mean,
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, I've heard of like the elderly or people who are about to die just stopping eating. But this just seems really sad.
It stands for voluntary stopping eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do that.
Oh my God.
It's still sad. I mean,
That's
imagine
so sad.
imagine if we had, better assisted suicide and she could have not had to die like that. Anyway, okay, moving on.
Oh my God.
Well, she sounds fucking rad, so that the way that she died, I think, adds to how cool she sounded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eva was a spirited and inspiring presence in Putney, wherever Putney is, for 54 years, and her absence will be acutely felt by her community. There was no one like her. The youngest of 8 siblings raised in a house without indoor plumbing, Eva was born in Bartow, Florida, July 16th, 1941, a Cancer. I said that, she didn't. She never knew her mother, Elizabeth Ham Mondon, who was institutionalized shortly after Eva was born.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
She was fortunate to be mothered by her older sisters since her father, Doda Gorton Mondon, or
Wow.
Gort.
Okay. Gort.
He went by Gort.
Oh,
That
no.
is the most tragic name.
nickname.
Doda,
When the best choice is Gort.
Doda Gorton.
Doda Gorton Mondon.
Yeah.
That's not a name. Those are barely syllables.
Well, apparently he was a, quote, scary man. I grew up barefoot and feral, climbing trees, avoiding adults. I didn't want any of them touching me. She shot fox squirrels and gray squirrels with a .22 to help feed the family.
Where does this get funny?
Yeah, this is just traumatic.
I didn't say it was funny.
Trauma after trauma. Oh my God.
She
This
gets
poor
better.
woman.
She gets better. And it starts right now. Her father repaired her shoes with bits of copper wire, which was useful in drawing blood from the shins of boys who humiliated her at school for her poverty and for wearing feed sack dresses made by her aunt.
Holy shit.
That's some level of poverty that we
We'll never know.
No.
know.
Quote, early on, I knew I was a lesbian. I had no interest in
Yes,
boys.
girl.
But the girls mostly laughed at me because we were so poor. The impossibility of coming out as gay in rural Florida in the very early 60s launched Eva into a trajectory aimed at leaving her roots far behind. After graduating from Florida State in Tallahassee, she went to Alaska to work with native and homesteading elementary school children from 1963 to 65 as a volunteer in Service to America, or VISTA volunteer.
Damn.
And she stayed on after experiencing the shattering Anchorage earthquake of 1964.
The shit that this person lived through.
Seriously, she is a fucking survivor.
Yeah. After Vista, she enlisted in the Peace Corps and spent 2 life-changing years in West Africa, where she learned to make the addictive peanut stew that she sneaked onto the menu 20 years later when she was the lunch chef at Saxton's River Inn.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yum. Not wanting to return to the mainland U.S. after Africa, she took a job in the Virgin Islands before returning briefly to Florida to complete the math and science requirements for a master's degree in arts and education at Florida A&M, a historically black college in Tallahassee. Later on, she joined an international brigade cutting sugarcane in Cuba.
What the fuck?
What?
Her politics were formed by seeing the effects of poverty everywhere she went in her travels and by encountering the world as a lesbian. In 1969, she came to Putney to finish her master's at Antioch, New England, earning her degree in 71. Quote, I found freedom in Vermont. It was a safe place to come out. The people were wonderful. But there were no jobs in Vermont public schools for out lesbians at that point, so she began her career at Putney Daycare, memorably shaping the lives of hundreds of wide-eyed toddlers and young children who regarded her with awe and adoration. I love this part. To a 2-year-old who was trying to smuggle home a daycare doll when it fell out from beneath her dress, Eva said, look, if you're going to steal something, do it right. Stick it in your underwear and you'll get away clean.
Fucking duh.
But bring it back tomorrow, hear me?
Thank you, Eva. Love her.
She lived with her first great love, Joanne Golden, at Alice Hallway's West Hill boarding house, then in an apartment over the Putney Daycare. In the mid-70s, she and Joanne formed a ménage with Marianne Amster in the house they built called Meadow Ark in Westminster West.
Fuck yes.
They my God.
They had a collective daughter named Gabrielle Amster, quote, our daughter, came into Eva's life and has remained central, a source of pride and deep affection. How fucking cool.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
She just was like, I am going to shape my own destiny and live my life exactly how I want.
Eva was a genius at friendship. One often left a conversation with her a better person. She expected a lot of herself, and being her friend meant allowing her to feel entitled to expect a lot of you, too.
She was a stone cold bitch, but she was loyal to her friends. That's what that means.
Translation.
She was a major fucking cunt, but she was a good time too.
If she liked you, she loved you. And if she didn't like you,
run.
At her core, Eva was deeply empathic, wanting most of all to encourage growth and happiness among the large and diverse community of people she loved. She remained charismatically magnetic despite her battle with constant pain, and part of missing her will be missing so many random encounters with fascinating people at her home. Too impatient to wait for reincarnation, Eva lived several lifetimes concurrently.
Yeah, I'd say so.
When first in Putney, she had a sideline as lawn woman, driving from job to job in her beat-up VW Bug with her lawn boy mower riding shotgun where the passenger seat used to be.
Yes.
What?
Took the passenger seat right out to make room for the lawn boy.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Later, she was a fearless EMT first responder and was privileged to serve with the Westminster Fire Department.
What the fuck?
Wow.
After becoming certified, she devoted herself to body and energy work. Okay, these are their words, not mine. A dyke on the make for some years before publicly proclaiming her celibacy. Eva became a faithful Quaker at Putney Meeting, where she was a, quote, released friend for 10 years, working with traumatized survivors of abuse. I don't know what a lot of that means, but...
That was word salad, but I'm here
she
for it.
became a Quaker. She called the Quakers, quote, the bones of social work in this country.
The Quakers are pretty amazing if you actually can do it.
I get Quakers and Shakers confused.
Shakers are really... they're insane.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. A role model for the value in deepening one's self-awareness as a means of getting the most out of life, and a student of Thich Nhat Hanh, who gave Eva the Dharma name True Welcome, and a member of his order of interbeing. The center of so much generous attention from her community when she needed it, an enduring example of how to love the world and treasure its people vigorously while living with a progressive illness. She loved to hand out her card, like her business card, which reads, Eva Mondan, storytelling, matchmaking, advice sought and unsought, advisor to the lifelorn, word of mouth.
All right, I'm looking up the released friend thing, and apparently it's like a big deal honor. So, quote, friends over the years have recognized the special leadings of certain people and have designated them as released friends. A released friend is one, quote, whose leading to carry out a particular course of action has met with approval from a meeting, which then promises to provide such support as would enable the friend to follow that leading. It's like they get like a calling basically from God, and they go to their group and they're like, I've had this calling. And the group is like, yeah, you have had this calling, and
That makes perfect sense.
We're gonna do what
Go
we
with
can
God.
to
Let's
support
get you there.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Dang.
Doesn't she sound fucking rad?
Rad.
She does. She's unbelievable.
Yeah. So there's a picture of her. It's kind of grainy, but she's working. She's got a shovel in her hand and her shirt's kind of dirty and she's got a big smile on her face.
Oh my God. God bless her.
Okay, I have one more obit. It's short and very sweet. And this was sent in by Cassie. Sporty Bender passed away at Brockway Veterinary Hospital on Wednesday morning, July 19th, 2023, at the age of 21 years and 8 months. She's
Wow.
This is a cat.
She's a cat.
I
Okay.
figured.
Yep.
She is survived by her parents, Jess and Luke of St. Mary's, siblings Spaz, Furball, Barry, Titus, and Othello of St. Mary's, and son Mittens Iverson of Osceola Mills.
That's so funny.
She is preceded in death by her sister Lily.
That's so sweet to name all the parents and siblings and
I know.
children of a cat.
I know. Sporty lived a full, well-loved life. She enjoyed spending time outdoors, and in her younger days could often be found laying in the road.
How'd she die?
Yeah.
I don't know. She was 1,000 in cat years. She was fierce and fearless. Sporty was a fun, spunky tortoiseshell who didn't really care for her siblings and wasn't afraid to let them know.
Yes.
Even in old age, after she lost her eyesight, she was known to dish out the skippity paps.
You're going to steal that, aren't you?
Yes, that's my favorite part of this whole obit.
Skippity
Holy
paps.
shit.
That's exactly what they are.
She was
No
known
more
to dish out the
zoomies.
skippity paps.
It's just skippity paps from here on out. Brilliant.
Oh, Ghostface dishes the skippity paps to Ray.
So does Pepperoni. The skippity paps, she dishes to the floor and carpet at like 3 a.m.
What? Why?
She gets the middle of the night zoomies. And gets the skippity paps.
She just slaps the floor?
Gets very slappy.
Oh my God.
Slap happy.
It's really cute.
While she may not have cared a great deal for her siblings, she really loved her people. Sporty found great contentment in sleeping in bed right next to her mom's head, just like Ghostface. She enjoyed cuddles and being held, sometimes even demanding it. She liked her heating pad, naps, lickables, and catnip treats.
I also
She
like
sounds
my
ex-
heating pad, naps, and
Naps
lickables.
And she sounds exactly like Ghost.
This
know.
If you want to know what my hobbies are, it's cuddles, being held, demanding things,
And
my
skippity
heating
paps.
pad, naps, and lickables.
Lickables.
Ice cream.
Yum.
And unlike many of her ilk, she enjoyed the vacuum.
Oh.
She was probably deaf.
Oh.
After losing her sight, she continued to climb anything within reach and didn't care if she took a tumble. She was tough. Her spirit was strong, but her aging body gave no quarter, and it was time to let her go. I don't know what that means. Sporty was a sweet, sweet girl and will be missed tremendously. In accordance with her family's wishes, cremation will take place. Memorial contributions may be made to Elk County Humane Society in St. Mary's, PA.
Normalize
Cute.
writing and publishing full obits for your pets.
Yes.
If they weren't so fucking expensive,
Yeah.
I think way more people would do it.
This was on legacy.com.
Amazing.
Well, maybe newspapers, that'd be a great source of funding. They could have a pet obit section and they could be priced a little bit cheaper than regular obits. And
That would
they
be
would make
amazing.
some money. People would do it.
Yeah.
And
so
Oh,
read 'em.
absolutely.
someone that I used to work with wrote and edited. She was in charge of the obituary section for her small town newspaper. I was like, you lucky bitch. It's my dream job.
Seriously.
Anyway, R.I.P. Sporty Bender, and also
Sporty.
Eva Mondon.
And your skippity paps.
Skippity paps.
Skippity paps is perfect. Also, I went to look at the photo of Eva and I accidentally saw the belly button skin photo. So, God damn it.
Honey. Yeah. It's hard out here. It's rough.
Well, that wraps us up over
Thank
here at the
God.
Corpse Cart. We'll see you next month.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Wine and Crime. Our cover art is by Kala Yip, music by Phil Young and Corey Wendell, editing by Jonathan Camp. Check out our website and blog at wineandcrimepodcast.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wine and Crime Pod. If you have questions, answers, or recommendations to share, email us at wineandcrimepodcast@gmail.com. Episodes are available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, basically wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And if you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. It is the best way to spread the word. If you'd like to show your support, visit our Patreon page to keep this podcast and the wine flowing. Cheers!